Here is the secret to ending your suffering. Trade your expectations for appreciation, and your whole life will change in that moment. The minute you appreciate something, your suffering is gone. It's just your expectations that are stressing you out. And sometimes not meeting your expectations will cause you to come up with a new way to grow, or a new way to do something that's better than what you did before. What would your life be like if you made this decision today for real? Screw everything else. We've got a million other things we're going to do to improve your life. What if you really made a real decision? You said, I am not suffering anymore. Life is too short to suffer. I'm going to live in a beautiful state. I'm going to have a good time every day, no matter what. And I'm going to catch myself. I know I'll get off target for a minute, but I'll catch it and get right back in a beautiful state. The minute you stop complaining about your kids, but you look at the things you love in them, the minute you stop complaining about your partners and you think about what's a better way to get through them, it's just a chance for me to grow and expand. The minute you appreciate anything, your suffering is over. Because loss, less, and never is always a lie. You don't lose something, you gain a new option. You aren't in a place where you can never do it again except when you believe that shit. Because whatever you believe, you're gonna live. A new set of appreciations and suffering is over. Remember, there's an old phrase, it says, don't sweat the small stuff. And the second rule is, it's all small stuff, right? What would life be like if all the things you get frustrated by, or stressed about, or worried about, if you just wouldn't indulge in them anymore? If you started to, you catch it within 30 seconds or less and snap out of it, and find yourself focusing on something you could appreciate, or something you'd love, or something you're grateful for, or someone you love. If you were to train your mind and heart and body to live in a beautiful state every day, no matter what, how much more magnificent would your life be? How much more joy would fill your body? Because when you're grateful, suffering disappears, doesn't it? You can't be angry and grateful simultaneously. They don't go together. Every problem is temporary. Only your soul is permanent.
Somebody asked me the other day, they was like, E, can you see that, bro? Have you seen the price of gas? I was like, actually, no. I haven't seen it. I just fill up. I haven't seen it. I'm a lender. I got other stuff that I'm looking at. I'm looking at kids' college tuition and helping them go to school. I'm putting money aside for kids to go to Dubai. I don't have time to look at gas prices. That's a borrows conversation. How much something costs. I'm a lender. We don't have those kind of conversations. I said, Ma, listen to me. I love you. And if it had not been for the working class, we wouldn't be where we are right now. But that, Mom, you from the baby boomer. We didn't hit 3-4 generations since then. It's a new language. I need you to talk wealth talk. When you talk to me, I need you to talk wealth talk. Come on. Son, how much is that apartment? I don't know. That's a tax write-off. I don't know. I don't know how much it is. That's my accountant. They write that off. That's a business expense. I don't know. There are those of you in this room, your problem is you know who God is. Some of you have worshiped God, but you're still operating in the natural. You're not operating in the spirit. I'm not talking about going to church no more. I've been to church. I've seen church folk. I've seen people do the Sabbath school. I've watched people eat a certain way. That ain't got nothing to do with being in the power, the wisdom, and the authority of the Holy Ghost. That's two different things. I know people who read the Bible back and forth. They still ain't got no power. I watch people pray. They prayers hit the ceiling and come back. We're not talking religion. I'm talking about getting a relationship with God that will give you an authority and a power that would allow you to walk on the earth differently.
If I cut my leg, I can get some medication for it and I can take some pain medicine for it. If I stub my toe, I can get something and Band-Aid it up and put some painkiller on it and I'll be fine. If I break my heart, there's nothing to take for it. And so many Americans are suffering from broken hearts, from family issues, from parental issues, from domestic issues, from family issues, and we have to paint a happy face on because we're Christians. And this is the way we look. We're Christians, you know, with our crosses around our neck, never knowing that our crosses are in our lives. Jesus made the toughest altar call that's ever been made. We make altar calls today. God will turn your life around. I don't care how low you are, he'll pick you up. He'll get you together again. If you come to Jesus right now, he'll heal your marriage. He'll bring you through. That's not the altar call Jesus made. Jesus made this altar call. Pick up your cross and follow me. What? Who wants to pick up an instrument of death and cruelty and follow you to a cross? And yet thousands of people follow him. What did Jesus know about crushing that made thousands of people almost faint in the desert without food to hear him deliver a message about take up your cross and follow me? This to me is the epitome of the Christian marriage, that he takes 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread, and we know we have an accountant's record of what it is until he crushes it. The more he crushes it, the more it multiplies. And all of a sudden, what was accountable is 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread, and we have absolute metrics on what it was in the bag. The more he crushed it, it fed thousands and thousands of people, and 12 baskets full left. That's what crushing does in our lives. It multiplies us, it increases us, it builds us up, and it makes us more than we would be had we had sat in the lap of luxury and had everything go well. You're only strong because of the weight that's been put on you.
Right.
You wouldn't be the man that you are today if you hadn't suffered and endured and agonized and put up with stuff and went home and beat the wall and cried in a pillow to stand up to be who you are. People see you on stage and they think, oh, you're Matt Crouch, you're Paul's son. You've always had it good. Nobody has it good. I don't care where you live or what you drive. Nobody makes it through this life without pain